Well, I got an MI7, a Klarus Mi7 flashlight for 40 bucks. It was rated at 700 lumens. I figured this thing's really going to be something else. It runs off of a AA battery, or you get more power if you use one of the, what is it, 14500 rechargeables, which is what I have in it now. It's nice that you can use the AA batteries, but you don't get the same output. So I think the AA is like 300 lumens, and the rechargeables get you like 700. And I've got quite a collection of flashlights. I thought, this was one that really appealed to me for the size, able to carry this around and have so much light. And I was a little disappointed in it. I guess, lumens rating is I guess an amount of light. It's not candle power. It's not how bright it is. Because my favorite, which they don't sell anymore, is the Jetbeam BC10. And that's a CR123 flashlight. But if you put the 18650s in it, you get a little more juice out of it. The Jetbeam's rated, I think, at 270 with a CR123. And with the 18650s, I think it's 320 or something like that. Now, these two lights, I expected the Klarus to be much brighter, and it's not. The Jetbeam actually has a brighter spot. Now, what the Klarus does have is a much wider flood. And I'll show you. Here's about the same height. You see, that's about how wide the Jetbeam is. Okay, at the same height, the Klarus is much, much wider. But, like I said, it's not as bright. If you shine the Klarus on the wall and then run the Jetbeam over top of the same spot, you can definitely see it gets a little more intense because it's got a tighter, hotter spot. Not to say I don't like this light. For what it cost, 40 bucks, I still think it's a pretty decent buy. And what it does have that the Jetbeam doesn't have if you're carrying every day is you can hold it down and it goes into moonlight, which is not very bright, but you can stand this up and run it like a candle, and with the rechargeable battery, you get 67 hours in this setting. So that's a definite plus. Now, I also have another one that you can't buy anymore, which is the Moonforce UST. And this flashlight is just the basic. But what's great about it is, it's a twist. Hold on. Twist. It's only one setting. AAA battery. Very small. A little bit smaller than the Klarus. 30 lumens. 60 hours or more out of one battery. So, in all honesty, this light is kind of performing the job of both of these. Because when the lights went out, I tended to grab this one because I knew it wasn't going to run out of batteries. I could just set this, lay it on a table or whatever, and you can let it run for 8 hours, no big deal. Do that for a couple days. And this one, you can twist the head and it'll drop down the lumens a little bit, but it still doesn't have more than, I think, a 2.5 hour runtime. So yeah, I'm kind of happy that this one is going to take the place of these two, and it's much smaller than the Jetbeam. But like I said, I was expecting it to be a little bit brighter than it actually was. So if this helps anybody thinking about one, that's just my opinion of it.